Good morning, everyone. How are you all? As in our yesterday's class, we have done division and we have checked our sum of division by applying the division algorithm, and that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So, today we are going to learn about division by 10, 100 and 1000. Means there is a short way, like when you are dividing the number with 10, 100 and 1000, then you can directly write down the quotient and the remainder without attempting long division. So let us start with division by 10. There is only one zero in the divisor. Like if you are dividing with 10, that means there is one zero in the divisor is 10. The digit in the ones place becomes the remainder. The rest of the digits will be the quotient. So let us understand this by this example. Here we are to divide 90 with 10. Now you see that 10 is your divisor, means the number by which you are dividing, and it is having 1 0. So if you see something like this, then what you will do in the dividend, take only ones place digit, and that ones place digit will be your remainder, that is 0, and rest of the digits will be your quotient. That is why in this question your quotient is 9, means your answer is 9 and you have no remainder because 0, so nothing is left. Okay, let us move towards the next division, and that is division by 100. Now, when you are dividing with 100, means your divisor is 100 and it is having two zeros. So, in this case, what you will do, there are two zeros in the divisor. The digits in the ones and tens places become the remainder, because here you have two zeros, so the digit which is at ones and tens place will become 0 and rest of the digits will be your quotient. Okay, here you can see that you have 3625 divided by 100. Here on the screen you can see this long division, but you can write the direct answer by just taking divisor. Like your divisor is 100, it is having two zeros, that means last two digits ones and tens digit of the dividend is your remainder, like here 25, and rest of the digits will be your quotient, that means 36. So your quotient is 36 and your remainder is 25 in this case. Now move towards the next point, and that is division by 1000. Now you can see that we have discussed about division with 10 and 100. When you are dividing with 10, that means what you were doing in that case, you were taking only remainder as the ones digit, right, and rest of the digits will be your quotient. In division by 100, you are taking only last two digit as your remainder, means the digits which are at ones and tens place, and your rest of the digits will be the quotient. Like in this case, last two digits remainder 25 and rest all the digits means 36 is your quotient. Now move towards the next point, and that is division by 1000. Now in this case, what you will do, there are three zeros in the divisor. Three zeros means 1000 is having three zeros. The digits in hundreds, tens and ones places are remainder, means your digit that are at ones, tens and hundred place are your remainder, and the rest of the digits will be quotient. Like in this case, you can see here we are dividing 72958 with 1000. Now when you are dividing it, so last three digits means the digit which is at ones, tens and hundred place. Like in this case, 8, 5 and 9 is written. 8 at ones place, 5 at tens place and 9 at hundreds place. That means these three digits are your remainder. 958 is the remainder and rest all the digits are your quotient. Like in this case, you have 72. So 72 is your quotient and 958 is your remainder, right? So here in all the cases you can see your final answer. Like here, the number formed by the digits in the tens and ones place is 25. That is why it is your remainder and rest of the digits are 36. So this is your question. Like this I have told you. And in division by 1000, the number formed by the digits in the hundreds, tens and ones place is 958. That means remainder and the rest of the digits are 72. That is quotient. Similarly, in the first case, you are to see only the digit which is at the ones place. That will be your remainder and rest all the digits will be your quotient. Now you see, because we are reading the concept of division by 10, 100 and 1000, right? If you divide it with, like, after 1000 you are dividing with 10,000, that means you will see the digit which is at ones, tens, hundred and thousands place. So because 10,000 is having 4 zeros, so last 4 digits will be your remainder and rest of the digits will be your quotient. I hope this concept of division by 10, 100 and 1000 is clear to everyone. So just attempt the questions, attempt those fill in the blanks which I am sending you. Don't attempt it doing long division. Just solve it mentally. Think in your mind that you have, okay, you have the divisor 10 as the divisor, now 100, 1000, 10,000. So what will happen, what will be the quotient and what will be the remainder. All the best. Thank you, kids.